I made sure to name all of our guests here and to acknowledge all of you who have joined us, if only to show our gratitude for taking the time to join us as we launch this inaugural event, another flagship program of the Marcos administration, the Philippine Dive Experience. Dive tourism has long been one of the strongest products of Philippine tourism, with the country earning accolade after accolade year after year. What we have sought to do in this administration is to ensure that dive tourism continues to be sustainable and that it becomes a diversified tourism offering. On one hand, on the sustainability of dive tourism, we have worked with our partners, both from the private sector, our regional offices, and our stakeholders from around the world to continue interest for Philippine diving, as well as to inject education and importance on the conservation of our marine resources. On the other hand, on diversification, we have also sought to ensure that diving in the Philippines is not a mere discovery of the wonders underwater, of which it is an absolutely marvelous experience, but also that it gives you an opportunity to get to know the heart and soul of our nation. That you can be introduced to by getting to know the history of the place that you're visiting, the heritage, as represented in the vestiges of history, in the many churches and sites that you will discover, as well as, and most importantly, in the stories of the people here. By way of providing a diversified diving experience, we hope to further elevate the status of Philippine diving around the world. The Philippines holds the distinct privilege of being one of only 18 mega biodiverse countries in the world. And we find ourselves here at the center of marine biodiversity, where we realize that if we do not prioritize conservation and shepherd the sustainable industry that is diving, then we pose the risk not only of losing these marine wonders, but also of depriving future generations of sources of income and livelihood. This is why we have been very consistent and aggressive in ensuring that we support dive from all pillars of development. I'm a diver myself, and I come from the province of Cebu, which is also nearly or a little bit older than the province of Batangas. And there, diving is a way of life, as I'm sure it is here in Batangas. And it is a way of life for many Filipinos. It is a source of livelihood for many communities. And so we view diving not only as a tourism product, but really as a source of continued growth for our communities and our local economies. At the heart of the Philippine Dive Experience is our President's vision of transformation for tourism. We're not interested in recovering only what was lost, but rather in transcending to the rightful place that the Philippines deserves in the global community of tourism nations. A country that prioritizes the sustainability of its destination and the regeneration of its resources, while it seeks to reintroduce itself to the world from the strength of its identity, heritage, and culture. Starting here in Anilao, Batangas, a world-renowned diving destination, we shine a spotlight on the Verde Island Passage. This globally significant corridor is a haven for marine life and a dream destination for underwater photographers. In 2023, dive tourism generated an impressive 73 billion, showcasing its critical role in driving sustainable economic growth and enhancing the livelihood of countless Filipinos. This success reflects the collective dedication of stakeholders in promoting sustainable and inclusive development while safeguarding our natural resources. In order to further establish the Philippines as a leader in dive tourism, we are prioritizing dive safety. And with that, I'm pleased to let you know that we are adding to the roster of hyperbaric chambers all over the country in order to address dive-related emergencies. And with the activities that we are holding today, we are contributing to the growth of marine conservation here with the Artificial Love Reef, a collaboration with the local government and our private partners, demonstrating community-driven tourism development while promoting marine biodiversity. Through the Filipino brand of service excellence, we have trained over 262,000 tourism professionals nationwide, 10,000 plus of which have been trained here in this region, including our dive tourism stakeholders. This also goes to show our prioritization for ensuring that diving in the Philippines is a quality tourism experience. The Philippine Dive Experience is not just about exploring the depths of our oceans, it's about celebrating the depth of our culture, the strength of our partnerships, and the warmth and love of the Filipino people. To our esteemed friends from the diplomatic community, our partners, all the delegates and participants, we invite you to become ambassadors for Philippine diving. Together, we will share to the world the beauty of our dive destinations and to ensure the treasures of our seas remain a source of pride and prosperity for generations to come.